Are you a foodie? Do you love different cuisines and delicacies? When you're down and lonely, do you find comfort in food? Is it hard or difficult to imagine your life without food? Is it hard to resist the sweet, sour, salty, and umami taste of your favorite dishes? What if I told you that the food industry has a diabolic plan and we have fallen into the trap without our knowledge? Will you believe me? Hi, my name is Joseph, and you are welcome to Logical Truth TV. Before I enlighten you more, first, the intro. If you're new to the channel, you might be confused with some of the terms I use in this video. And in order to understand the terminologies, I suggest that you should watch my previous videos to get acquainted to the language and theme of this channel. Thank you. Food has always been an intricate part of life. Apart from the sake of survival, we derive pleasure from food so much that we've become addicted to it. I mean, it's so bad that most of us eat not because we are hungry, but because we are simply used to eating. And in some cases, because psychologically we are reminded of some certain taste of our favorite food. And sometimes we are psychologically prompted at certain times of the day to eat because we usually eat at those particular times of the day. And so we tend to eat whether we are hungry or not. I'm sure we all agree, yes? So then why do we still overeat? Most times eating for pleasure rather than necessity? I'll tell you why. Gorilla and the aliens, aka fallen angels, aka demons, are wiser than the human race, for they existed before man was created. Among their many diabolic plans, they've devised a plan to initiate and establish the food industry, and as usual, plotted on how to make mankind addicted to food. By the way, if you are enjoying the content so far or are new to the channel, may I suggest that you subscribe and leave a comment if you can. Thank you. If you've been a part of this channel for a while, you'll remember I said if there's a sudden uprise in popularity of a topic or a phenomenon, you should know it's not by accident or coincidence. It's deliberate and there's always an ulterior motive behind it. I want you to think and remember and even research on how food was in the times past. First off, food was grown naturally. Science and technology wasn't fully developed yet to provide products like, for example, fertilizers that would artificially speed up growth of the crops and chemicals that are used to perfect the already perfected crops by making them seedless, sweeter, juicier, more nutritious, etc. Just to show their defiance against our Creator, Yahweh, and His already perfect creation. That's a topic for another video. My point is, things were much different and better in the past with regards to food and our health. Now compare it to this very age and the over-processed foods they have to offer to us. Also, did you realize that there was a time that diet types like vegan diet, low-carb diet, Dukan diet, ultra-low-fat diet, Atkins diet, HCG diet, the Zone diet, and so on became a worldwide phenomenon to the point that the people practicing such diet habits started making a fuss about it and insisting on everyone to join them on their diet craze. And at a certain point, everyone started becoming arrogant and proud of the types of food they ate that they began to take snapshots of their very meal and post it on social media. And we still do it today, to the point our smartphone companies developed filters specifically for food photography. Have you also noticed how much more colorful our foods have become? It's no more just about taste, but now about color and presentation. I'm sorry to say this, but I'm sure I'm speaking for a lot of people when I say I don't need a colorful food or the best presentation. All I need and require is a good tasting, healthy food. Colorization and presentation of food was implemented on purpose to, of course, increase the level of attraction and desire for such type of foods, thereby also influencing you and I to also order or cook our foods not considering taste and hygiene alone, but also color and presentation. You have to understand that all these things were planned and implemented by Gorilla and the aliens, aka fallen angels, aka demons, using the shadow just to encourage the spirit of gluttony. And once that's successful, as it already is, it will be difficult to keep away from excess food and the disorders that follows. All of a sudden, food becomes your god, and that is exactly what they want because of what they are planning for us that is soon to come. And I am referring to one world civilization / government. They will entrap you by dangling food before you just to make you willing to join their civilization. For the precious book, aka the Holy Bible, says in Revelation chapter 13 verse 17, "And no one could buy or sell anything without the mark, which was either the name of the beast or the number representing his name." Which means if you are in love with food as they intend for you to be, you are in trouble. Imagine this. Imagine that when the time comes for one world civilization to be established, of which it will, and they insist that cash will be of no use because all you need is a chip implanted in your body, and somehow you're against that idea and your instinct and conscience is screaming out red flag, and you say no to it, which is the right thing to do, by the way. But they make you understand that if you refuse the chip, you'll be segregated from the rest of the society, unable to buy or sell anything without the chip in you. And don't forget, you are in love with food that you must buy. Then tell me, what are you going to do? What choice will you make? Exactly. This is their exact plan, and believe you me, what I'm saying is going to happen. And if you are addicted and in love with food, you will surely succumb to their evil demands. That's their own form of disguise by creating alternative words to gluttony. As it is, they make you use the term foodie, gourmet, epicure, and so on. Whatever word you choose to use, it doesn't matter because it's simply gluttony. That is the strategy and the purpose why they create multiple food networks, stations, channels, programs, movies, etc. in the name of entertainment and education. But the ulterior motive is to make you addicted to food and have no self-control over your desire for food. Also, Yahweh said in the precious book, aka the Holy Bible, in John chapter 10 verse 10, "The thief's purpose is to steal and kill and destroy. My purpose is to give them a rich and satisfying life." The thief is referring to Gorilla and his crew. That's why with everything they do, there are several damaging effects to them, like the engineered and overprocessed seeds and foods result in different eating disorders like anorexia, bulimia, binge eating, pica, rumination, etc. and especially diseases, and the most popular of them so far is cancer. And let's not forget obesity plus dullness. Having to realize that even though we have and are surrounded by knowledge everywhere around us, we still seem to be more dull, or I dare to say foolish, than the generations past, and so on. Think about it, plus investigate the rate of cancer in this present age compared to the ancient times, and you will see the staggering difference. Why do you think that is? By the way, if you're a victim of any of these disorders and illnesses I've mentioned and more, do not waste your time and money on therapy because it obviously doesn't work. And for some that claim it does are always worse off than they realize. You should run to our Creator Yahweh, and in an instant you will be free from such discomforting wickedness in your life forever and restored to how our Creator Yahweh created and intended you to be. For the precious book, aka the Holy Bible, says in Matthew chapter 17 verse 14 to 18, "At the foot of the mountain, a large crowd was waiting for them. A man came and knelt before Jesus, aka Yahweh with us, and said, 'Lord, have mercy on my son. He has seizures and suffers terribly. He often falls into the fire or into the water. So I brought him to your disciples, but they couldn't heal him.' Jesus said, 'You faithless and corrupt people, how long must I be with you? How long must I put up with you? Bring the boy here to me.' Then Jesus rebuked the demon in the boy, and it left him. From that moment, the boy was well." As you can see, the boy had asthma, and correct me if I am wrong, but medicine says it can't be cured, only managed, right? But yet Yahweh with us, that is Jesus, healed the boy of the spirit, aka demon of asthma. So be encouraged and don't listen to the lies and deceptions of the therapists and the medical society. Just run to your Creator Yahweh and you'll be healed. The food industry is deliberate and diabolical, and we are victims of their strategic plans. That's why I say pay attention, and you'll see that all I'm saying is true. So be very cautious, people. Am I saying you should abstain from food? No, I'm saying you shouldn't fall into their trap. Learn how to have control over your desire and appetite for food. Do not fall in love with food and give it control over you. You should have control over food and your desire for it. Thanks for watching Logical Truth TV. And if you haven't already, you should subscribe, like, share, and also turn on the notification bell icon to get notified when I post a new video. For support, the link is in the description below. Thanks again, I love you, and I'm out.